Hello friends, good morning. Today we will discuss the topic how to settle the industrial dispute. Okay, so this presentation is based on the methods of settling the industrial dispute. Okay, so here we will see first define what is industrial dispute. The industrial dispute, as I have told you, it is a particular, it is a disagreement or the controversy between the management and labor with respect to their wages, working conditions, and other employment matters are union recognitions. Okay, ये particular जो मैनेजमेंट है, जो लेबर है, उनके बीच में जो भी वेज है, वर्किंग कंडीशंस हैं, या कोई भी एम्प्लॉयमेंट मैटर है, किसी भी टाइप की कोई भी प्रॉब्लम है, उनको लेकर के जो भी डिसएग्रीमेंट या discontaminants dissatisfactions होता है, that is called industrial dispute. Now industrial dispute conflicts constitute militant and organized protest against existing industrial conditions. They are symptoms of industrial unrest. The term industrial dispute as described in Industrial Disputes Act 1947 is characterized by the following features. Okay, so the feature of the industrial disputes are as below. First, there should be some difference or dispute. अगर कोई dispute या difference नहीं है तो फिर वो industrial dispute नहीं होगा. So पहला feature क्या है कि there should be a difference and dispute. अब second feature क्या है कि that difference could be between employer and employer, or employee and employee, or employer and employee. Okay. तो ये डिस्प्यूट किसी के भी बीच में हो सकता है, एम्प्लॉयर के बीच में हो सकता है, एम्प्लॉय के बीच में हो सकता है, एम्प्लॉयर एंड एम्प्लॉय के बीच में हो सकता है. डिस्प्यूट में पर्टेन टू सम वर्क रिलेटेड इश्यूज. ये कुछ डिस्प्यूट हमारा जो होता है ये दैट शुड बी कंसर्न्ड विद द सम रिलेटेड इश्यूज, वर्किंग रिलेटेड इश्यूज. ऐसा नहीं कि कोई आपस की बात है फिर ये इफ द डिस्प्यूट्स आर वन और टू वर्कर्स एंड दैट इज नॉट रिलेटेड टू वर्किंग सिचुएशन, वर्किंग कंडीशंस, then that is not called as an industrial dispute. So particular any discontaminant or difference caused between the employer and employer, employee and employee, or employer and employee, and having some related issues is the term of industrial dispute. Okay, so next, the methods for settling the industrial dispute. So there are two methods. First is the without state intervention, that means collective bargaining, without conciliation and with conciliation. Second is the voluntary arbitrations. Next, method of settling industrial dispute with state interventions. If we talk, then first thing, it is compulsory that there should be a bipartite committees. Second, compulsory collective bargaining should be established for settling the industrial dispute. Next is compulsory investigation. Investigation is required for solving any problem of the dispute. Compulsory conciliations and mediations. Compulsory arbitrations and adjudications. Okay. So these are the methods which are applied for solving the problems of industrial disputes. Next, here first we will define what is the collective bargaining. So collective bargaining is a type of negotiation used by the employees work with their employer. Okay. During a collective bargaining period, workers' representatives approach the employer and attempt to negotiate a contract which both sides can agree with. Okay. So the final contract is called a collective bargaining agreement to reflect the fact that it is the result of collective bargaining effort. The parties often refer to the result of negotiation is called as the collective bargaining. Okay. So the collective bargaining implies the following steps, like there should be presentation in a collective manner so that their demands, grievances can be expressed clearly. Second, discussion and negotiation on the basis of mutual give and take for the settling their grievances and fulfilling the demand. properly there should be discussions, there should be negotiations by the mutual concerns, having a mentality of giving and taking for settling their problem, okay, and fulfilling their demands. Next is signing a formal or agreement or informal understanding. When negotiation result in mutual satisfaction, जब दो पार्टीज के बीच में जिसके बीच में प्रॉब्लम चल रही है, पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम है, तो उनमें प्रॉपर या तो फॉर्मल एग्रीमेंट हो, दैट मीन्स साइन हो, दोनों का एक माओ पे मेमोरेंडम ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग बने, एक रिटर्न में चीजें हो आपकी, दैट इज कॉल्ड साइनिंग ऑफ फॉर्मल एग्रीमेंट, या फिर कोई इनफॉर्मल निगोशिएशन हो और उसकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग होनी चाहिए, दैट अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट इज द रिजल्ट ऑफ द म्यूचुअल satisfaction. In the event of failure of negotiation, likely resort to strike or lockout to force the recalcitrant party to come to terms. When collective negotiations reach a deadlock, the parties themselves may call in third person to help them settle their dispute. The role of this third person is to break the deadlock, to interpret the viewpoint of one to the other, and thereby to help the parties arrive at an agreement. So voluntary arbitrations क्या है? Particular एक मध्यस्थता की जाए. That means it is the process in which the disputing parties show willingness to go to an arbitrator and submit it to the decision voluntarily. Particularly, the parties who have a problem, they have a willingness to go or to select a particular third party or known as arbitrator, so that they submit their problem to that arbitrator and accept that agreement between workmen and management, and the voluntary arbitrations will send a copy to the government and consulation officers, publications of every agreement. All these are that is particular दो पार्टी में ये डिसाइड करती है कि वो किसी थर्ड पार्टी के पास में जाएंगे और वहां से वो अपने प्रॉब्लम का सोल्यूशन लेकर आती है. दिस इज कॉल्ड वॉलंटरी आर्बिट्रेशन. इन मेनी केसेस एन आर्गुमेंट simply cannot be settled as both parties disagree on their own grounds. They therefore enter into the voluntary arbitrations, which involve appointing an independent party to assess the situation and then make a decision based on the facts presented to them. ये जो arbitrator है, that may be a single person or a group of final. At the time of submitting a dispute to arbitration, the parties may agree in advance to abide by the word of the arbitrator, and thus industrial peace is maintained and the dispute is resolved. So particular एक ही चीज है कि they will adopt the persons, they will select a third party through which a solution is obtained. Okay. Now the factors which hamper the adoption of the voluntary arbitration in India is first, easy availability of adjudication in case of failure of negotiation. अगर negotiation fail कर जाता है तो easily adjudications आपको available हो जाता है, so that it hampers the adoption of voluntary arbitration. Second, dearth of suitable arbitrators who command the confidence of both parties. दोनों parties. सबसे second क्या है? एक सही arbitrator की कमी होना. That means a suitable arbitrator is not easily available, जिससे कि दोनों पार्टी उस पर भरोसा कर सके, कॉन्फिडेंस में आ सके. Absence of recognized union which could bind the workers to common agreement. Legal obstacle. The fact that in law no appeal was competent against in arbitrators award. Cost to the parties, particularly workers. So these are the factors which hamper the adoption of voluntary in India. So compulsory of establishment of bipartite committees. Bipartite committee means establishing a bipartite committee consists of representative of worker and their employer at the plant or industrial level. दोनों ही पार्टी की तरफ से उनका एक रिप्रेजेंटेटिव होता है दो पार्टीज हैं जिनके बीच में आपस में डिस्प्यूट है, दोनों पार्टी अपने ग्रुप से एक रिप्रेजेंटेटिव भेजते हैं। वो रिप्रेजेंटेटिव क्या करता है, मैटर्स को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं, एंड दीज बाई पार्टीज कमिटीज आर गिवन द पावर टू सेटल डिफरेंस बिटवीन द वर्कर्स एंड एम्प्लॉयर्स एज सून एज दे अपीयर एंड देयरबाय प्रिवेंट देम फ्रॉम गोइंग इनटू बिग कॉन्फ्लिक्ट। दोनों लोग की तरफ से एक एक क्वेश्चन होता है जो कि सिर्फ बाई पार्टी कमिटीज बोलते हैं, और ये रिप्रेजेंट करेगा प्रॉब्लम को डिस्प्यूट को सॉल्व करेगा बाय प्रॉपर कम्युनिकेशन। द प्राइमरी आइडियाज बिहाइंड द एस्टेब्लिशिंग ऑफ बाइपार्टी पहला क्या था, गिविंग इनकरेजमेंट टू द पार्टीज कंसर्न टू द सेटल एंड कंपोज देयर डिफरेंसेस बाय देमसेल्फ इन ऑर्डर टू अवॉइड द डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑफ द थर्ड एजेंसी, facilitating the compositions of the differences at their embryonic stages without causing work disturbance. So, compulsory investigation that means many government have assumed power under laws relating to industrial relations to set up machinery to investigate any disputes. The purpose behind the appointment of a court of inquiry is necessary to find out the relevant facts and issues involved and to give them wide publicity to so that the pressure of public opinion may force the recalcitrant party to keep up its obstinate attitude. Compulsory investigations are compulsory between the parties. Okay. आज की वीडियो में इतना ही। बाकी कॉन्सिलेशंस, मेडिएशन, वॉलंटरी कॉन्सिलेशंस एंड mediations, कंपल्सरी कॉन्सिलेशन एंड मेडिएशन, कंपल्सरी आर्बिट्रेशंस फॉर our adjudications. So all the here we will see some points like machineries for the settlement of which type of machinery is available for the settling the industrial disputes in India, like standing order, grievance procedure, code of discipline, conciliation officers, board of conciliation and court of inquiry. These are the three terms which express the conciliations. Then voluntary arbitrations, adjudications. In adjudications there are it consisting of three-tier adjudication like labor court, industrial tribunal, national tribunal. Okay, so this is all over about the what is the method of settling the industrial disputes. Okay, so this we will discuss it then in the next video. Okay, thank you.